Hey everybody, it's Mr. Tobin again. I thought I'd go over yesterday's assignment just to make sure that everybody's clear on what you were trying to accomplish with the cause and effect sort. So the first section, under British rule, I think probably was pretty straightforward for you, looking at issues that the British caused the American colonists. So, for example, the British government taxing the colonists unfairly, led to them wanting to make sure that their new government didn't have the power to collect taxes. They felt that they were being treated harshly by the British government, and so the American colonists were afraid of having too powerful of a government. And because they were afraid of losing their power to a new government, they made sure that states' freedom and independence wouldn't be taken away under a new government. So that section was probably pretty straightforward. Um, the next two parts, the Articles of Confederation and the Constitution, the key here is to pay attention to the question under each header. So, under the Articles of Confederation, it says, what problems did the Articles of Confederation lead to? So, what you're looking for here are issues that the Articles of Confederation caused. And since we've talked about the Articles of Confederation a good bit this week, hopefully these should be relatively straightforward as well. So, one of the issues under the Articles of Confederation was that they couldn't collect taxes to raise money. And what that led to was the fact that the government couldn't pay off its debts from the Revolutionary War. The legislature under the Articles of Confederation also gave equal power to large and small states. So all of the 13 states would have the same representation. And the effect that that had was that large states weren't very happy. They thought they should have more power than the small states because they had more people. And finally, the Articles of Confederation didn't create any courts, and the effect that that led to was that when there were issues between the states, there was no way to settle those disputes. So those are the causes and effects for the Articles of Confederation, the problems that the Articles created. The last section then is the Constitution. And the question that we focus on with this one is, what problems did the new Constitution solve? So in this case, we're looking for issues and how the Constitution tried to solve them. So for the first one problem was that independent states made laws that penalized out of state businesses and citizens. So under the Articles of Confederation, states kind of had power to do what they wanted and didn't necessarily work together with other states. So the effect that that had, so the way that the Constitution solved that problem was by requiring states to treat citizens of other states the same as they treat their own citizens. So a citizen of Pennsylvania is treated equally if they're in Maryland or in New York or Virginia or wherever. Another issue that the Constitution tried to solve is that large and small states couldn't agree on how power should be divided. And as you read in this Just Right Government file, the Constitution split the legislature or Congress. So states had equal power in one half, so the Senate, where every state gets two senators, and based on population in the other house. So in the House of Representatives, where we have representation based on the number of people that live in your state. And the last issue that the Constitution tried to solve was that states oftentimes ignored laws that were passed by Congress under the Articles of Confederation. And the resolution of that issue was saying that laws passed by Congress are superior to state laws. So a law created for the United States under the Constitution would be above any laws created by the states themselves. So hopefully this is a good review to help make sure that you're on track with the Just Right Government assignment. If you need to make revisions, go ahead and resubmit that, and we'll get more into the Constitution a bit next week. All right, thanks.